Hi, I'm Yvette Ramos, a real estate agent in Calgary, Okotoks, and surrounding areas. I specialize in residential, rural, and commercial real estate. I pretty much do it all. As you probably already know, there are a lot of real estate agents in the city. I'm one of over 5,000 realtors with a Calgary Real Estate Board, and I know it can be a challenge finding the right agent to work with. Because I understand the complexities of these relationships, I've decided to share with you my story, and you can decide whether or not you think we'll be a good fit. I'm the oldest of 3 daughters of immigrant parents. My father moved from the Philippines to Winnipeg in 1977, with my mother following in 1978. After getting married later that year, they wasted no time in having me as I entered the world a year later. Growing up in Winnipeg, aka Winterpeg, and enduring the harsh winters and humid summers, I still managed to have an enjoyable childhood. With a big Filipino family, how could I not? Weekends and holidays were often spent with extended family, some of which I was even related to. Every Sunday, my family and I either went to church or out for dim sum. Looking out the car window as we drove through inner city Winnipeg, I found myself fascinated by the aesthetics of the historical buildings, especially the Dominion Bank building on Main Street. I thought maybe one day I could buy that building. Perhaps this is where my interest in real estate started. However, I wouldn't make that realization until about 25 years later. Many immigrant parents sacrifice a lot when they leave their home country and want the best for their children. So you could probably imagine how excited my parents were when I told them I was going to pursue a career in fashion after I graduated high school. So there I was, not a doctor, not an engineer, not a nurse, but I sure could design and produce an outfit in 24 hours. After graduating fashion school and apprenticing for a year, I started my women's clothing line called Purple Jade, inspired by the style of the artist Prince. Just kidding. But that was the name of it. I did that for 5 years and sold my clothing in boutiques across Canada. Although I enjoyed the business aspect of the fashion world, I knew I wasn't going to survive. I didn't eat, sleep, and breathe fashion, and that's what it takes to do well in that industry. After my stint in fashion, I became interested in land syndication, which is basically selling raw farmland to investors. The land eventually gets annexed and becomes residential or commercial development. With Calgary constantly expanding, this is what brought me here in 2007. Doing this type of work sparked my interest in getting more involved with real estate, and in 2012, I decided to get my real estate license. I've gone from living as a young professional and selling in inner city Calgary to being a wife and mother living in the suburbs. Having lived in Canyon Meadows, West Springs, Lower Mount Royal, downtown West End, Harvest Hills, and now Okotoks, during different stages of my life has helped me better understand the varied needs of my clientele. I truly enjoy the real estate industry and love working with buyers, sellers, and investors. I take my work seriously, and I have developed a strong attention to detail. Over the next year, I'll be releasing a number of videos related to real estate with helpful information and tips in regards to buying and selling, but also doing videos on community profiles, local businesses, and events. I hope you enjoy them. Subscribe to my channel and visit myhomealberta.com.